Hello you guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As y'all know, my name is Hannah and I teach high school science in the wonderful state of Florida. I actually teach biology and environmental science. So for those who are not science teachers, that's like 9th and 10th grade for Florida. But today I want to do something a little different and I wanted to give you guys like a little haul of everything I bought from my class thus far. There'll probably be a part 2 haul because there's still a few things that I need to get, but I wanted to get this up for you guys. A lot of these things I've just kind of been collecting sporadically. A lot of them have been online, but I can remember where I got them from and how much they cost. I will definitely share them with you guys. But this year I was so excited to do kind of like all my back to school shopping because last year I focused a lot of my like resources and money and time into finding school supplies and things that made my classroom actually functional. And this year I kind of got to use all that money to buy like fun items or decor items or items that I felt like would actually help my classroom. So I'm really excited about that. So to jump right in, the very first thing I bought is something I'm so excited for. A desk caddy. So these are, this was actually like a cosmetic makeup holder. There's a bunch of different compartments for like makeup brushes, but I bought it to hold all my pens from my desk. Last year I had just kind of a cloth pencil holder and it just got so beat up and gross looking by the end of the year that I didn't want to relive it. So I splurged and bought this. It was about 27 bucks on Amazon, which is a little pricey, but there was like 8 storage compartments and it spun and I just like loved that. So cute. The next thing I bought, which I had actually also bought for my very first year teaching, but a kid slipped and fell and broke it, is a Galileo thermometer, and it actually tells the temperature. If you are a science teacher, it is such a fun thing to have in your room. This year I'm definitely kind of putting it out of reach where my kids can get. This was about 18 bucks off of Amazon. They can be a little more expensive, which is not great, but it's a great like conversation. If you can have up in your classroom and not really address it, or the kids will ask a lot of questions about it, and I just think it's super fun. The next thing I bought was invested in the Jenga, which I'm so excited for. If you're on Teacher Instagram, you definitely know what I'm talking about. You should also be following me on there. It's at Blissful Biologist. But what I see a lot of teachers doing is writing review questions on the different Jenga blocks. So like as the kid pulls that question or pulls that block, they have to answer that question. What I did is I actually numbered each little block. So when the kids pull out that block, instead of it having a specific question, it just has a number. This way I can use these like for any unit I want, and I just have to make up a matching worksheet. I was actually able to buy 5 of these so I could have a full classroom set. They were on super sale on Amazon. And what I did is when I went ahead and numbered them, I numbered them with Sharpie, and each like box, I use a different color Sharpie. So this way I could have like the green Jenga set, the purple Jenga set. I do want to find some plastic tubs to store these in instead, because you know how these boxes are. They literally just get destroyed. I mean, these boxes would be destroyed after just one full day in a high school classroom. So I definitely want to find a new box for these, but I'm so excited because I invested, I don't know, 24 bucks to get a whole classroom set of Jenga, and this is going to be priceless once the year starts. This will be an amazing opportunity. Like if I forgot to plan something, just whip up a worksheet super quick and it'll match their Jenga set. This will also be really fun for test reviews, so I'm so excited. The next thing I bought, and the only thing I bought in so far the Target dollar spot, so I'm pretty proud of myself for that, is these like little pencil, pen, scissor holders, whatever you want to call them. My classroom colors are orange, light blue, it's kind of hard to tell with the lighting, and then like a darker blue. It's been really popular this year, but this was originally pink. I don't know if you can tell anywhere still, but I spray painted it orange to kind of go with my classroom. I really wanted a set of these for like scissors, so this way when we have an art project I can just like pull the tin out and the kids can grab the scissors that they need. I do not believe in putting out pens, pencils, whatever for kids to freely take, because they will take them and break them all within like the first month that you're teaching. So I'll probably have one of these dedicated like just to scissors, and maybe one of these dedicated just to highlighters. Just something I can like pull out whenever we have an activity that requires those things, and there'll be a class set in each. Ooh, the next thing I bought was a little splurge. I bought one of these sparkly Etsy tumblers that has my teacher name on it. My teacher name's really not a secret, but I'll hide it for the sake of the video. So it's like just a sparkly pencil that someone dip dyes on Etsy, and I just thought it was so cute. It was a little expensive. I think this was $54, like bought, customized, and shipped, which was a bit much, but I just thought that was so cute. And every day that I go to school, I bring 3 drinks with me. I bring my coffee, my smoothie, and my water. So having this for my coffee or smoothie, it will be perfect. And sometimes as you're like getting ready to go into your first year teaching or your 10th year, your whatever year, it's really important to sometimes spend that money on things for you, like my teacher cup or my teacher pin caddy. The next thing I bought, which I think is so cool, is a stuffed shark. I actually found this in the Target nursery decor section, and it's just a giant stuffed shark with a hook, so you like hang him above the door, and I thought that would just be like a really kind of funny, unique decor item for my classroom, so I'll just like mount him over one of the doors I have in the room. He was also $20, which is definitely more than I would have wanted to spend on like something this kind of like a funky little decor item, but it is what it is. The next thing that I bought was this like faux wooden pencil. I got it from Hobby Lobby for $2 or $3, I can't remember exactly. And then I ordered a black vinyl that had my name on it, and this is something that's just gonna sit on my desk as like my nameplate, and I'm really excited about it. I think it's just so cute. Like I said, the pencil was like $2, $3, and then ordering my vinyl name off of Etsy was like $5, so I'm excited about it. Things that I bought are probably the most practical things in this whole haul, and that is on the wall like file storage holders. I love these. My first classroom had 2 of these stacked. And I didn't really know what to do with them, but probably within week 1, I figured out 2 great uses for them, stuck with it the whole year. The kids loved it, I loved it, it was easy. So they just put, my old classroom, they were like this, probably in the new classroom I'll do them like this, but one bin was just the no name folder. So any paper that I got turned into me that had no name, immediately into the no name folder. So the kid's like, I swear I turned it in, blah, blah, blah. Check the no name folder. So I'll definitely be making that this one. And then the other one was the almost done bin. So I had a folder for each period. If a kid didn't quite finish the assignment that day, they could find their periods folder, put it in there, and then it's just their work that's almost done. So they could grab it on a makeup day, they could grab it another day if they're doing it for homework or if we're finishing it up the next day. And I just found that was like the easiest, quickest file system that saved me a bunch of headaches. So I was definitely getting bins and bringing them with me this year. The next thing I had printed out, and I feel so about this, is an orange world map. I did this because in my last classroom I had a wall that's like, where do scientists actually work? And a bunch of my friends and family had sent me pictures of like them doing actual scientist work in the field, like all throughout the world. And so I could like post their picture and draw a little line being like, here's someone doing like work in Australia, here's someone in Florida, here's someone, you know, all over. I wanted this to be a lot bigger, but this was only $4. I have it printed in color on cardstock and laminated at Office Max. I either want it a lot bigger, or I kind of like to kind of cut out the continents, or at least their outlines, and space it out on the walls. The walls of my classroom are actually blue, like turquoise, deep blue. So I'm trying not to get too many blue things to hang on the wall, because I like it to be a little bit more contrasty. The next thing I got, this is so embarrassing. I had wanted to create a gallery wall space in my classroom, just with some miscellaneous artwork I had, or things that I thought would be like kind of helpful to the kids. One of my favorite things to do is find artwork or pieces to go on the wall that are actually relevant to the standards that they have to learn. And I just thought it'd be cute to make a gallery wall of that kind of stuff. So I wanted to order a 3D item to like be a part of this gallery wall. I ordered a little horseshoe crab model. I had no idea it was gonna be so tiny. I thought it was gonna be like yay big. He's this big. He's just so tiny. He's so cute though. So, and he's like an exact replica. I'm thinking about like mounting him on the side of my whiteboard to make it look like he's like crawling up or something. That might be cute. What else did I get? Oh, another thing I got. So I'm going to show you guys a series of 3 posters, which I'm super excited about. So as you'll know, live in Florida, no surprise there. But I don't know who makes them. It's like various organizations, nonprofits, whatever. They have this one lady they go to for these environmental education posters. She creates them. She has like ones about mangroves, tides and trash, nearshore reefs, estuaries, the ecosystem for nearshore fish, the ecosystem for offshore fish. And it's organizations like Florida Fish and Wildlife or Disney or National Bays and Estuaries, stuff like that, that they'll pay her to create a poster for the topic they need, and then those posters are free to the public. So the first one I got was from Disney, and they sent me the PDF of the poster, not the actual poster, which is totally fine. So I had it printed off on ledger size paper on cardstock and had it laminated at Office Depot. And it's so cute. It just has like mangroves manners. It goes over the 3 types of mangroves we have here in Florida, has the entire ecosystem, and just goes into like really great specifics that we would definitely want like our Florida kids to know. This was $4, but to have it printed off like full poster size was like $30. So I try to capitalize with this. I think this will be like cute to put on like a cabinet door or something small, but really great info. If you also teach in Florida, all those posters are free to educators, whether they come in PDF format or if they'll mail them to you. So DM me on Instagram and I can share the emails. Another thing I created was I found like a lined poster paper. A big problem I had with my freshmen last year is they did not like label their papers correctly, or they would just not label their papers at all. So I would just see like number 1 through whatever, and I would just have to guess which assignment it was. So this year I created something that can go up in the classroom that shows them how I expect them to label their paper. Assignment name, their full name, the date, and what period they're in. That's all the info I really need, but I would not walk back into a classroom without one of these. I even thought about creating one halfway through the year last year. Ooh, and I'm gonna show you guys 2 of the other posters I got from, let's see who these ones were through. This was through In Water Research Group. This was Tides and Trash. They actually sent me the full-size one, and I brought these to Office Max to be laminated. That was expensive. It was $20 after the teacher discount to have this and then these 2 big posters I'm about to show you laminated. So this is the Tides and Trash one. I really love it. It just talks about kind of how plastic enters our ecosystems and how it affects us and how it eventually gets into our food, goes into ways to prevent it. I don't know. I loved it. It was a huge poster. I have 2 or 3 more coming in the mail, so I'll pay to have those laminated. But I just felt like those were super relevant to Florida, and especially at that type of school that I'll be teaching at, like the marine science, environmental education type. And then I got a Florida nearshore reef poster, and once again it has like the nearshore reef ecosystem, general info about it, a map of Florida, and like kind of showing where these habitats actually exist, and just a bunch of really great facts. And I mean, just the visuals are gorgeous, super colorful. So I'm really happy I got these laminated. I think that $20 will definitely pay off. And the last thing that I have purchased so far is this. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know what this is. This is amazing. It's the biology coloring book. I got this off of Amazon for, I honestly have no idea. Whatever it was, I don't care. It's worth it. But I want to show you guys an example of a really great page. Okay. So one of the standards that you have to teach in biology is the fluid mosaic model. So what they would have is you'd go to that page and they would have a nice picture of the fluid mosaic model and a little reading about it. So the kids just color the picture, like whatever color they do it, they make it match the word for what it is. And I just think this is so great. I want to see if I can find the table of contents. The contents have all the macromolecules, chemical things, cells, microscopes, the digestive system, well, basically any of the human anatomy systems, DNA, genes, enzymes, you name it, they've got it. There is a 100 and 11 coloring sheets in this. This is absolutely amazing for if your kids just kind of need a breather or they need an artsy day, or if you have a sub coming in. I would highly recommend this book. Again, I got it on Amazon. It's called The Biology Coloring Book by Robert D. Griffin. I know they have a chemistry one and a human anatomy one, but I mean 111 coloring sheets that also include a reading that's accurate. Can't beat it. The next thing I bought was a can of orange spray paint, because I found last year I did bring some things from home, or like it started introducing some things into my classroom that didn't necessarily like match my color coding in my classroom, and that's something I'm really working towards this year, is making a cuter space. So this used to be a black frame and I spray painted it orange so it'll match my classroom a little bit better, and I'm so excited. It's the little things. I also had my name in like these really big letters above my desk, and they were dark blue, and so I spray painted them orange, and they just look really nice and really crisp, so I'm excited for that. But that's kind of it for my teacher haul. Honestly, I know it doesn't feel like a lot, but this was a lot. Things I'm still looking for is a large desk calendar. That's something I really want to do this year. Last year I spent the money and bought the Erin Condren planner, and it was beautiful and I wanted to like it. I am like write on paper kind of person, but it was a waste of time and I never ended up using it, and I'm just not willing to spend the money again. I did everything digitally on my iPad through the GoodNotes app. So this year I'm just gonna buy a big monthly calendar and then do all my planning on my iPad. So I'm looking for one of those. I'm also waiting for a few more of my posters to come in and get those laminated. And I'm also really looking for like cute artwork that kind of ties into the standards to create my gallery wall. But yeah, that's kind of it for what I feel like I'm shopping for. I'm supposed to be getting the key to my classroom next week, Monday, so that'll be a really amazing opportunity to get into the room and actually see what it has. That's the other thing, is I didn't want to buy school supplies. Number one, because I already have a lot, or buy school supplies that I still felt like I needed if they were in the room. So I'm gonna hopefully get into the room next week. I will definitely film that for you guys, do not worry. But then that'll give me a really great base of where I need to go next. I also still need to buy like the fabric for bulletin boards. I'm debating buying the borders for like the bulletin boards. I don't know. I've seen some and they seemed really expensive, so I'm like, that kind of might be a waste of money. I also haven't decided what color I want to do my bulletin boards, because my room is that like really deep turquoise wall that I don't know if I want my bulletin boards to be the orange for the contrasting or really light blue. So stay tuned for that decision. But other than that, that's kind of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe and do what you gotta do, because starting probably next week, it'll be like classroom tours, hopefully classroom setups. I will see you guys when I see ya.